What's up guys, RedFlyer here, back on the video. Today's video is a little bit different than what I've been doing in the past couple. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the cheapest, environmentally friendly way to wash your car. And I'm talking about at the Brown Bear car wash, but hold on. Before I get people jumping on me saying that the car wash is bad for your paint and the brushes and scrubs they use will ruin the paint on your car, it's not good for your car. I'm not talking about the automatic wash, I'm talking about the self-wash, where you pay $1 for 90 seconds and you get all of the tools needed to wash your car, from low pressure rinses to high pressure rinses to soap to 3 different kinds of soap actually, and even some watered down wax. It's really helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did wear a GoPro to the Brown Bear car wash at 5 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. The GoPro was strapped to my head. I got a lot of funny looks. I hope you guys do appreciate this video. It was quite interesting actually. I also saw a guy with a blue Ford Focus RS. Unfortunately he's not in the video, but he gave me a pretty funny look too, as if the red wheels weren't enough. Anyways, let's get right into it. So as I mentioned, you can exchange dollars for tokens, and then $1 gives you 90 seconds. In this video, I believe I used around $6 or $7, which is cheaper than like the cheapest automatic wash, and it does a better job in my opinion. If you really wanted to go fast, or you even skipped the last layer of soap and wax, you could probably finish this up in a good like $4 to $5, maybe even $4 if you really wanted to. It doesn't take that much time at all. I mean, I usually go like $8, $7 or $8 just to make sure I have enough time, and I always get a few extra just in case I need them, and then if not, I just save them for the next time. And the first thing you're going to do, there's a little dial right in the corner, and you're going to set the dial to the first setting, which is low pressure pre-soak. And this is really just to kind of wet your car and, you know, just make sure it's like if it's a really hot day or even a really cold day, you want to make sure your car is wet and it gets to kind of a normal temperature. This water is not really hot or cold, it's just kind of lukewarm water. Real quick, I do apologize for all the odd camera angles just because I don't want to show my license plates for obvious reasons. That's why I don't really think about that when filming, so I'm not going to have any of the clips in the front or back of the car. Hopefully it's not too awkward. But anyways, the next step is you're going to set it to the warm high pressure soap, and this is warm water. It comes out from a fairly strong pressure. It's not going to be nothing like, it's not going to be anything that's going to ruin your car. Pretty much the test for high pressure water is you can hold your hand in front of it and not like physically feel pain. You're going to be okay. And there is a lot of pressure, and I wouldn't hold it like an inch away from the body of your car, but as long as you're good like 1 to 2 to 3 feet away, it shouldn't do any damage to your car at all. And again, this is high pressure warm water, and there's also soap in with it, but it's not super soapy. It's just kind of to get that first layer of soap on your car to begin to bond with the car. Also, the high pressure is going to help you get off any like dirt or grime or anything. And the next step is the foaming brush, and this is kind of the most dangerous one just because you are actually, this is the only time you actually make contact with the car. So you really want to make sure, examine the brush before you use it, make sure there's no like little pebbles or anything in the brush that could damage your paint. But as long as there isn't, I mean, you should be fine. I wouldn't be taking my $200,000 supercar through this. But, you know, if it's a normal car, it shouldn't do any real damage, and it's still going to be way better than doing the automatic wash. And it's just a foaming brush that's sitting on the wall, and just soap is pushed through and pumped to the back of it out of a little hose. And you want to cover your whole car with soap. It's super simple. It's super nice because you don't have to worry about dipping the brush in a bucket of soap every like 3 seconds, because the soap's just there. It's like magical. It's hooked up with this cord and it's just always there, which is really nice. You want to make sure you cover your entire car, and this is really where you're going to scrub off any like real dirt, or if you have any like bird poop on your car, if that's what you're doing, this is where you're going to get that part off. And then the next step is a high pressure rinse. There's no soap lace in this rinse. It's just high pressure water. It's fairly warm as well, and you're just gonna rinse off the entire car. However, this is not gonna be the last step, unless if you're really trying to save money and time. You could just finish right here, and in that case, you do want to make sure you cover the entire car and get all of the soap off of it. And it'll probably only cost you like maybe $4. But if you want to go on to the next couple steps, then this is not the last step, so you don't need to worry about getting all the soap off your car. You just want to get the majority of it off, and you want to make sure that it's all rinsed off down to the bottom. If it's not, like if there's still a little bit on the roof, or there was a little bit like underneath the spoiler, it's not a huge deal at all. This is more just rinsing the car off, and of course this is high pressure water, so it's going to really push everything off the side fairly easily and get rid of anything that you just scrubbed off. The next step is my favorite. Brown Bear calls it the triple foam conditioner, but I call it the bubblegum soap. It comes out, it took a little while for it to come out. I don't think I can show you that clip though, because it's right from the back so you can see my plates. It took like a minute, not a minute, it took like 30 seconds for it to really fire up, which was kind of annoying, and you know, that cost me money, of course. But once it started coming out, it's like a little 3 different colors, like pink, blue, and green, I believe, and it's a really foamy soap. This one's a lot thicker than the soap you've been using in the past, and it comes out of this tiny little hose. You don't even need to press anything, it's just always coming out. And it's a lot of fun, honestly, to spray your entire car down with it. It's a lot of fun in my opinion. This is my favorite part. It literally smells like bubblegum. That's why I call it the bubblegum soap. Unless if I'm crazy, it literally does smell like bubblegum. You want to coat your entire car. This is just going to give it a little bit more deeper clean rather than just the surface clean from the high foaming brush. This is going to be much better soap, and it says it like shampoos your car. I'm not really sure if that's the right word, but yeah, you guys get the point. And the last step is using the Enviro plate. From Brown Bear again. It's pretty much high pressure water mixed with a little bit of wax. They gave a specific name of wax. I don't know what kind of wax it is. I mean, if you want, you can look it up. Just look up Brown Bear Enviro plate. But it is wax. It's not obviously gonna have the same effect as if you like take wax and like rub it on every little piece of every little like body part of your car. I mean, it's clearly not gonna have the same effect, but it is still something, and it's not just pure water. But it's also very high pressure, and it's warm again, so this is going to rinse off all the soap. Obviously this is the last step, as I mentioned, so that means you have to take off all the soap on your car. Make sure you get every little crack and crevice, especially if it was on a cold day like me, because if you let that soap dry into your paint, that is not going to be fun at all. It's going to be hard to get out, and it's going to look terrible. And once you've rinsed off your entire car, you're just about done cleaning. But there's one more very important step that I did not film just because I had to pull over next to the guy with the Focus RS, and he was already giving me so many weird looks. I didn't want to keep the GoPro in my head. But this is drying off your car, unless if you live somewhere where it's like 100 degrees, and even then you still want to dry it off because it's going to like make weird marks on your car. You know, no matter where you live, you need to dry off your car after you wash it, because if not, it's going to make all these little droplets and little rings, and it's just not going to look good at all. And this confused me when I first got my car, because I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go wash my car by myself. Let's go wash it. And I would wash it, and then I come home, and all the little water on it would just dry right in and look worse than it did before. And I was so confused. But it's because I wasn't drying the car, and the water would just kind of sink right in and leave. The watermarks look awful, guys. It would leave all these awful looking watermarks. Just please make sure you dry your car. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just make sure you get off at least like all the larger clumps of water. And you want to make sure you're using a microfiber towel. You don't want to be using like just a normal like bath towel, because you can, you know, dirt can get caught in there and like can ruin your paint. Obviously you guys know that if you're watching a video and washing your car. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This is the most cheap and cost-effective way to wash your car. Of course, I guess I didn't mention this, but I thought it was kind of implied. Brown Bear does recycle all of the water and soap and everything, so none of it goes into sewers or anything. That's pretty important where I live, because all of the water runs into the oh, no, I guess not the oceans, into the lakes, and no, I guess it is part of the oceans, and like the sounds, so you know, it can affect wildlife, and a lot of people look down on people who use soap to wash their cars on their driveways, and then it goes on the sewers, and it's just not good for the environment. So this is the best environmentally friendly and cheap way to wash your car. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below, comment what you want to see in the next video, and if you like these kinds of videos better, or if you like the gaming videos better. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.